Hi Libra, welcome to February 2015. This is your monthly horoscope, and we start out the month, we're still in a retrograde, we're still in Mercury retrograde. Now for you, I don't think it's difficult for you to be in Mercury retrograde because you're kind of one of those people that don't have strong emotional outbursts and don't have a strong need to communicate everything. You kind of keep your mask on and you analyze things anyway, and you always balance the scales in life. So I don't think this is entirely difficult for you. You're very logic minded, and so this retrograde's in Aquarius, and you just mold well with that kind of thinking, a very disconnected analytical thinking. So you're turning inward, and you're turning inward in your 11th house. And this is about hopes, dreams, and wishes. You are analyzing and thinking about, okay, in my past I was here, and by this age I thought I was going to be this person and have these goals done. And you're going to be like looking back and seeing where you wanted to be at this point in your life. And then you're going to think about all your hopes, dreams, wishes for the future, and you're going to be reflecting a lot about partnerships, about your relationships with your children this month. It's going to be a lot about where you thought you were going to be in your past, where you're at now, and how are these things matching out. And this energy works really well for you because this is your deal. This is the way that you function anyway on a daily basis. So, I don't expect that this will be an entirely difficult full moon for you that's going to be happening here on February 3rd. And it is going to be in your 11th house. So that full moons bring about accumulations and endings. And so you may be thinking, okay, I've been living in this kind of relationship that's kind of giving me minimally what I want, but not giving me entirely what I want yet. And so you're going to be kind of looking at that thinking, how can I get this relationship to meet this goal? Because this is the way that I see our relationship going. And this is going to be an inward process for you, because the bottom line is, if you don't get what you want, you're going to be out of this relationship, because you're not going to settle anymore. With all these Pluto-Uranus squares in the cardinal signs, and you're a cardinal sign, you've been already thinking this way. You've had several lessons with Pluto and Uranus about you settling for too low in a relationship. Your expectations have been, your expectations are here, but what you've been getting is just not enough. And so Uranus has been in there making you set your standards higher and making you not allow people to lower your expectations so that you can be in your comfort zone, which is partnership. So that's why Mercury is making you look back until about the 12th, but really, honestly, the energy is still going to be there until about the 14th in partnerships, because it wants you to think. Now, this isn't just about partnerships. This is about, are you feeling good? Are you feeling fulfilled? How's your relationship going with your kids? Is that all working out? Or, if you blended a household, is everything blending well? You're going to be thinking about an overall partnership with this person that you're with, or somebody that you may want to be with, and you've had your sights locked and loaded on for a while, but it just hasn't manifested yet. So the sun is in the 5th house this month, and you're going to see a big emphasis. I want you to understand the partnerships for this month is going to be the key thing for you to focus on. And everything that goes on this month is going to be tied to your partnership thinking. On the 19th, we're going to have a new moon, and this is in 29 degrees Aquarius or 0 degrees Pisces, depends on who you talk to. And so in January, we were at 0 degrees. And that was new beginnings, new hopes, new ambitions, new starts in our relationships, taking out the cobwebs, maybe a new perspective, maybe a new idea for the future for you and your partner. now we've went through the entire process of ascending through that new moon up to 29 degrees. And so now we're at the end where we want to see action come from that new moon. So that's a beginning. We want beginnings. We had all that introspective time in January and February with Mercury in retrograde. Now we want to put this all into action because, we're excited about a fresh new beginning. So Venus and Mars are going to pair up in your 6th house for about 3 weeks. And so maybe during the time when you've been struggling with your partnerships, maybe your work environment has kind of suffered during that time. So you're going to be able to get that back on track. Venus is your ruler and Mars is the doer planet. So you're going to want to make changes. You're going to want to be about putting in, getting all of this started for you because you see the future now. You know what you want. You have your sights locked and loaded. And nobody does this better than a precise little Libra of knowing when to have discussions and how to have the discussions to get what you want. Now on the 20th and the 21st, Venus and Mars is going to be in Uranus. And again, this is in the 7th house. So this is in partnerships as well. So expect something unexpected maybe. I mean, when you got Uranus in their pairing up with Venus and Mars, anything can happen in your partnerships. It could be a sudden pop of the question from the person that you thought would never, ever ask you to marry them. And all of a sudden they're like, will you marry me? And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, yes. And you weren't expecting it. And it could very well go that way. Or it could be a sudden dramatic need to push the relationship in the right direction. Maybe have those conversations that you've been putting off because you're kind of trying to people please like normal. And see if you can push that relationship to yet, the next level. So, Libras, this is your month for partnerships. Listen to the universe in the first part up till about the 12th, 14th. And really, really pay attention to what Mercury was trying to get you to understand about still work needing to be done in your partnership sector. Just know that we have one more Pluto-Uranus square and it's going to affect you, Libra. So just know that the work is not totally done yet. We still have something that needs to be revealed from these cardinal crosses and the Pluto-Uranus squares that we've been going through. And that's going to happen in March, and I'll bring that to you and enlighten your day. I'm sure you'll be really thrilled to hear you're going to go through one more. But I wish you all a very wonderful February.